A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. In this channeling session, I would be going back to the channeling of the Harem, because the divine masculine in this channeling wants the divine feminine to become the queen of his harem. He has a harem, and but because he's in the twin flame journey and he is a divine masculine, so obviously he is not operating the harem in a materialistic way. He is, because he never found the divine feminine. Because he runs a harem, definitely he's a very powerful figure in the society. He's a very well-known, powerful figure who commands attention. He has seen life. He has a lot of experience of good and bad both, and he has not committed to anyone. So that's why he has all of these women around him all the time. And because we live in the modern world, if a similar kind of person like a king would be would have a palace, run a palace or run an office in those times, then he would also have many of these beautiful women around him, very beautiful women, some kind of singers or dancers. I'm not just saying that singer and dancers only do this. They do a lot of big things also. But what I mean to say is there are those type of women who are in the, who've always been in the entertainment profession of entertainment, while they have been very glamorous and they have been with many men and very openly and without any fears. And in today's world, if you replicate that energy, then we see a lot of socialites like that, a lot of people in the elite society, a lot of women are like that. Not lot, when I say lot, it's still a very small section of the society, as you understand. And so these women basically tag along with the powerful man, with the powerful man. Now these women would be beautiful, could also be intelligent, could be well-read, educated, but still they lack that level of connection with the self. It doesn't mean that if you're so beautiful, so rich, that doesn't mean you're an awakened person, because a lot of poor people think that, oh, look at them, they're rich people, they must have done something. But rich people are equally unhappy. They also have diseases, they also have problems. They probably live more difficult lives. It may be hard to believe, but yes, a lot of rich businessmen and industrialists and all of these people, politicians, they're always very scared about losing money, or they're very scared about their own lives. They don't trust anyone. They have very few confidantes. They cannot sleep so easily, so on and so forth. They like to tag along with a man who has the money, who has everything going. As you can see, the Kardashians are a very big example of that. They're on a public level, they're doing TV shows, but they just hover around wealthy, rich men who could be in sports, who could be doing something or in some way valuable to their own show or to their own brand. And they are baby mamas. They're doing this similar thing, but still in a very professional way. They also equally show off their body. They also equally do whatever porn stars are doing. They're just like, you can say, more classy, and they do their marketing and PR really well. Otherwise, they're doing almost the same things, but they only tag along with rich men. That is the confidence they have. They will not tag along with a man who's poor or who doesn't have anything going on for him. They always look for a man who's really well off, famous, wealthy, so that they can hang out with them and continue. So he is not surrounded by such negative energies. He is surrounded by, of course, very materialistic women. So, but not like the Kardashians. The Kardashians are like next level. So these are just, like similar to Kardashians. They could be doing a lot of cosmetic surgeries. They could be doing Botox. They could be, wearing like heavily branded clothes. They could be having their own stylist. So they also have a lot going on, and they tag along with him. He is surrounded by these beautiful women. So he's that type of a rich, powerful man, but he's always longed for true love. Always longed for true love. And in all of his experience, he still hasn't found true love until he meets the Divine Feminine. And when he meets the Divine Feminine in this channeling, first of all, because he's surrounded by so many materialistic, hot, sexy, stylish ladies, he may not be getting into sexual relationships with them because, as I said, he's a twin flame. So, and he's in a place of position, a power of position. He's got a lot of money. He's wealthy. He's very wealthy. He's very rich. People like him. People respect him. So he has his own energy going, which he likes to, which he's learned over a period of time, which is precious for him. So he could be committed to one of the ladies who hang around with him, like very closely. Like one of them could be his girlfriend and the rest could just be friends or whatever, crushes or something, or maybe they work with him, maybe they're in some business with him, they're doing something with him, so they have some reasons, but they are very close to him. They'll do a lot of parties around him. They are the ones who are organizing all the parties. They are the ones who are doing all these things, so that he is around them. He is entertained. So maybe some of them even had affairs with him, then he got bored and then he found another girl and he thought that, since she was with me, I was having a good time with her. Now she's my responsibility. She's not even going to another man. Okay, so let her also hover around, It's okay. If she wants to hover around, what can I say? If she really wants to. And the other girls, they are not having any problem with each other. They're very friendly with each other. They're very pally with each other because they're all like the same, almost the same. So they feel that he is the most powerful, so it's best to tag along with him rather than others, There could be others like that too, but, they would be in the friend circle. So these places, like, if you see shows like Crazy Rich Asians or something like that, you'll see that people who party a lot or people who wear all these clothes, and they're also trying to fill a void within themselves. They also have imperfect relationships. They have financial issues too, or health issues. They go into some kind of a solitude, then want to come back. They cannot, because they are not doing inner work. When you are not doing inner work, when you don't even know about inner work, then this is what happens. You're just trying to fill in the void. That's it. But you don't know how to fill it. You don't want to enter in it. You don't want to, study about the time and space concept from the observer's point of view. So people just continue living this type of life. So he is also living a life where he is trying to sustain for all of these women. Then maybe he's responsible for, he could be a young politician in your area. I don't know, maybe I'm just getting the energies like that. But somebody who public knows, people know, So he's also responsible that I should make this much money so that I can probably help an adopted village, He could be some guy in, some maybe guy in police also, he could be like heading some sort of a department somewhere. So somebody like that, But then the type of women that hover around him also changes. It changes. If he's a cop, say like a head of some department in police, then he won't have all these women around him, but he would have some sort of single yet professionally linked, maybe some investigators on board. He's working with a lot of them. They're always surrounding him. My dog just got excited with this channeling, and she just woke up and she's like listening to it very intently now. So this could be maybe a basketball player, and he has all of these groupies. Like in today's world, you can get groupies not just with musicians. Earlier, they used to hang around with musicians. So yes, you can imagine an energy of groupie, but little more stable. Groupies also, would do the same thing. But I'm not judging the groupies, by the way. I'm not. Maybe they all like the same musician and they don't mind being in the group just to be around him. That's his energy. Okay, in this channeling, the energy of the divine masculine is such. There is, of course, a lot of ego involved in it, but at the same time, he's a very good person. He's very calm, and there is something about him, which is very, people get attracted to it. People want to be around him. So when the women also want to be around him, he doesn't mind completely, because he knows that that's his effect on people, So anyway, now coming to the part which I had discussed in part 1, because in part 1 the energy of DM was not given as such. It was just the thoughts and the energy of how this whole channeling will work out. Now that we know this person, the energy of this person, if not this person, because there would be, some of them placed everywhere, not just in one state or one nation, but they are everywhere. So obviously they are really smart with people, but they still need to learn more. That's why when they meet the Divine Feminine, their journey is bigger. Their journey involves a little bit of more number of years of experience. There is some level of, there will be an age gap here also. And it could also be possible that he also has some sort of, some sort of feminine energies too. He could be a proper divine masculine, but he could be having a lot of feminine traits too. So he needs to probably let go certain things and adapt certain things. So whosoever the Divine Feminine is, she has to be a very strong personality, because she has to somehow, how will they meet, that was my question. So how do these people meet? Do they meet privately? Is it possible, or what is it like? And I was given a very interesting answer, that they only meet publicly. Every time these two people meet, it is always in a public platform, in a public area where there are other people involved. There's some kind of work happening. There's some kind of synergy going on. So, and because he's popular or whatever he is doing, he is like going to different places, and she is always there, or she's there for a certain amount of time, wherein he notices her and he sort of gets very hooked on to her, because she kind of impresses him, and it's like he's taken aback by her, because he's been meeting so many women. Like, the amount of women this guy has met, it's crazy. So many women, in different countries. He's traveled a lot. He comes from a very broad-minded family. So there is a lot of polarity going on here as well, because it is not necessary that the Divine Feminine would have same type of experience of traveling or with men or whatever. Maybe she has also met a good number of men, who knows, but she may not be involved in a situation like this, like a harem. And she could be committed too. I asked this question again, is she committed or is she single? They said she could be committed too. She could be single. She could be committed, or she could be in a complicated relationship, whatever it is. But she's a strong personality, and she interacts with this DM in a public platform, on a public forum, or in a public gathering, or maybe they are speakers at some event, at the same event, if they are from the business world. Or they could be doing some kind of an activism job, maybe they are in some kind of a place where they are both fighting for a cause, and he sees her over there. He listens to her. She speaks very well, because the throat chakra of this Divine Feminine is very good, very, very healed. All the wounds have gone. There were wounds there too. So she must have not communicated, or she must have hidden herself or her gifts or her talents for a long time. But now, when she meets him, because the throat chakra, the chakra system of this Divine Feminine is really in a very good place. That is the energy I am getting, and she meets him at a very crucial time in her life, in her mission work, because she's obviously in a mission work. You cannot be so attractive for a man, for a divine masculine, who is totally surrounded by so many women, if you're not in the mission work. So the mission work gives all divine feminines, lot of power, lot of empowerment, lot of positive energy, lot of power. And they heal the root chakra, so they don't need to depend on other people for doing mission work. They make their own money, they're independent. So there are a lot of things going on for this divine feminine when she meets him, and she is not in the zone or in the mood of looking for someone. Now you might say that, so this sounds more like a recognition stage for them, or the first stage for them. So is this the first stage for these people? So are they really fresh in the twin flame journey, completely new in the twin flame journey? But then how is it possible that they're so completely new in this journey, but they have the energy is healed? I mean, the divine feminine is healed. She has healed root chakra, which is a very big deal. Obviously that will heal the sacral. The solar plexus is there for confidence and manifestations and intentions. And the throat, throat chakra, it helps her communicate, say exactly what she wants to say, and she's not scared. She can also be very mean and rude if it's required, and there's nothing wrong in that. She can fight for herself. So that gives her root chakra, the root chakra energy is very good. This is one of the things that he also notices, by the way. He also notices that she speaks well, or she has power in her words. She's very empowered woman, and she's not like all these ladies around me. Okay, she's beautiful too. She's very beautiful. Okay, he finds her very attractive, very, very attractive. There's a physical attraction. He's not like going and thinking, oh, I have to have sex with her or something. No, he's just attracted, very, magnetized towards her, like that. Not in a way that he's lusting, or he's like how they show in infatuations or crushes. He just finds that, okay, there is a lady who's very different. She's beautiful too. And so are all the girls around me. They're all very beautiful, very prim and proper, very classy, socialites, elites, or famous people or whatever, who are these amazing ladies and who are with me. And there she is, without any of this going on, so powerful, so strong-headed, and so energized about life. I want to know her. I want to know this girl. Who is this girl, or lady, or woman, whatever. From that perspective, he thinks, and he cannot really understand what is happening to him. So the question was that, so is this recognition stage for them? If yes, then why the recognition stage is so late in their case? Why all the work has happened and then they are meeting? Because normally in the twin flame universe, in the twin flame world, it is the meeting happens first. So where the Kundalini awakening happens, when the Kundalini rises, that is the time they are ready to meet. In many cases, it is the heart chakra that suddenly bursts open. Suddenly it becomes very healed. It gets some kind of energy from somewhere, grace, you can say it is the divine grace or something, but the heart chakra opens up, and then these two people want to, or it could also be happening because our heart chakra is also connected. And this is also one very important point which I'm so sure nobody has spoken about, but I'll speak about it today, that most of the twin flame couples, they meet because of the heart chakra awakening. And let me tell you, when all your chakras are blocked, because if you are not getting energy, that means all your chakras are blocked. So even if you have gifts, or even if you have your destiny is such, or you're on that path or something, but if all chakras are blocked, how will you work? How will you do anything? You cannot be in yourself, right? Because you're not in that zone. But if your heart, in your heart, there's a spark of true love. It's like, how the stories are Snow White. She is dead. She's in the glass coffin. It's only one kiss that awakens her, Or like the movie Matrix, where Neo has already given up, but Trinity comes and kisses him because she realizes, there is one spark of true love. So that spark of true love is, it awakens in their hearts because they want nothing but true love. Both of them have the same desire that I just want true love. That's all I want, nothing more. that creates a spark in the heart chakra, and then with that spark the first meeting happens. Now in their case, in this energy, because it's a harem energy, because it means if this DM has attracted so many women around him all the time, and as I said, this energy is not a dirty cheap guy, who is having sex with all the women. No, he is not like that at all. It's like he is surrounded by them because they all want a piece of him, they all want him, he is that good, maybe. So he has already worked on his chakras, many of his chakras. Maybe this is some kind of a twin flame that are meant to do some kind of work together. So first they get healed. The other way of twin flame meeting is generally first they meet via the heart because of love, and then in some cases the kundalini starts. So the root chakra then gets healed in the divine feminines, and then the sacral, and then the solar plexus. In some cases, again, because of, if there is guru, if guru has given the grace or the permission or the love, or it is divine timing as well, they were meant to, the divine feminine or the masculine, when they come with a predestined timeline, like, okay, these many years I will suffer, my planets will be in such a position, or my life would be in such a way, or I'll be born in a certain template, in a certain way, that my conditions would be like this for a certain number of years. So maybe for first 10 years of my life, first 5 years I'll be very happy and I'll be this and I'll be that, but when I turn 10 I will get molested, and that will close off my sacral chakra. Before that, say when I'm 5, someone bullies me, someone tries to, or I see someone killing another person, or something happens that gives me immense trauma. So my third eye gets closed, my crown gets closed, Then I'm not able to express myself, I'm scared to express, I have a lot of issues, I cannot talk, then my throat gets blocked. Whatever energy was flowing from one chakra to another, even that is getting stopped. So what happens is that this will happen for 10 years, say, and this will happen for 15 years. So by the time, they meet, it's like something has changed within them. That's when they meet, So there is all of this all of this talk is very interesting because this channeling is such, and as I had said that this channeling probably would be one of the longest series because there's so much download that happens with this one. When I did part 1, I myself did not know so many things about the DM and the DF and the other people around, the karmics around, it is just bizarre. So I'm going to be ending this part over here only, and I will see you soon in part 3 of this series called Harem. One love and peace out.